I reckon it's to get my love. Learning some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. This cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to care. Baby, I
So that was my friend Kisa you just heard and saw singing. She's got an absolutely amazing voice. She's actually doing that sort of full time, she told me, which doesn't surprise me because she does really have such a big talent. There's quite a lot of good musicians in Leighton Buzzard actually, you know. I think that small communities do kind of create big minds and big talent, and it's amazing to see. Anyway, I'm headed back to the station to get back to MK and head down to the library. It is really cold. I'm walking through Campbell Park on my way back to the centre. I've just had my meeting with the Parks Trust to sort out my volunteering. I'm really glad I got this coat. Anyway, here's some scenery. So green and lovely, even on such an awful day. Just to walk in peace and quiet and hear the birds singing. It's nothing like it, if you ask me. There really isn't. So, my meeting with the Parks Trust, really encouraging. I'm really looking forward to this. They've basically said you can sort of pick and choose what you want to get involved in. There's loads going on all over Milton Keynes, and especially in the summer they hold a lot of events as well. I'm actually going to be training for a education ambassador role over at one of the parks near where I live, and there's sort of 4 sessions of training to do over a couple of months, and on top of that I might see about becoming a local ranger, just to go around, check the areas, do some litter picking. Yeah, I'm feeling really positive, even though it's an absolutely awful day, and I froze walking over here. It's been great, it's been really lovely. I've been over to the library and I've got what I needed, ready to tell you guys later. So yeah, I'm loving life. So it's Sunday. Today's the big day. I'm going out back to Old Brook to litter pick. I've got a few things to prepare myself. I'm taking 2 red recycling bags, 1 black household waste bag. I'm going to be layering up because, as you can see, the weather is much more agreeable today at the moment, but I know that it's actually about 4 degrees out there, so I've got plenty of layers on. I'm going to be having my coat, my big scarf, and also my walking boots so my feet don't get tired, because I anticipate that I'm going to be out there for a couple of hours. So I'm going to meet a friend for coffee before to recharge, and yeah, so see you in a few hours. So I've just left B&Q. I went to try and get a litter grabber. I asked the ladies at the information desk and they said sadly they've stopped stocking them and that they both had to order theirs off of Amazon. Maybe people aren't litter picking because they can't even get the equipment they need, so I'm quite annoyed with that actually. I'm going to email into the headquarters and suggest that they start supplying them again. It's important. It's an everyday piece of equipment that people should have access to. The sky's looking a bit ominous. I'm wondering if it's going to rain, but the wind seems to have settled down a little bit, so yeah, I'm going to walk over to Old Brook. It's going to take about 20 minutes, so here I go. Ooh, spooky underpass. Alright, in a bit. Just another thing, that footage you saw earlier was me chatting to a guy who was outside Costa when I was having a coffee with my friend. It's really cold today, I couldn't sit there and ignore it. So I went and asked him if he wanted anything to drink, and he asked for a coffee, so I got him an Americano. Took it out to him, had a chat, asked if he'd like a street link referral. And he said the bare bones story was that he was living in a tent with his girlfriend for quite a while. He's obviously decided that he wants to get some help, and this girl didn't want to go with him, so he's stuck on the street on his own. Don't like to pry or ask questions that are too deep, but I'm guessing it was maybe a drugs issue. Still happy to help where I can. Like to think he's a little bit warmer for getting a hot drink inside of him, so gotta try, haven't you? Amazon delivery. These things have been driving around the centre and really confusing everyone. They're apparently quite scary at night. I'm being followed. Feels really creepy walking alongside this thing. So I've reached my destination. I'm going to go over the other side of the field and over the road where I walk by the bus, because I know that there's stuff always there. I'll work my way down towards where I work. Let's see what I can do. I've got a dustpan and brush for fag butts and stuff. I have to get back home on the bus, so I can't be carrying around too much equipment. I've got my bags with me, I've got some protective gloves, so I'll see what I can do with what I've got. It's actually quite muddy on the grass, so I'm glad I bought my walking boots because trainers would not survive this. It's really mucky. So I'm going to be going all the way down the road. So I've spent an hour doing that stretch that I showed you in my earlier video. This bit here. I can't get into all these hedges without a litter picker, so I haven't been able to get everything out these side bits, and also this backs onto a school, so I don't want anyone passing to think that I'm doing anything dodgy, so I'm going to come back another day and do that. I filled the bags I brought with me, so I'm going to walk those down the road and leave them somewhere sensible. The weather's really picked up. I'm actually baking hot, typically. I'm going to go up the road to the pub and ask if they've got a glass box, because as you can see, I've collected more than a few glass bottles, and in this mound here, it's actually grown over a lot of glass, so I'm sure there's a lot of glass that I'm missing, but that's what I found in the last hour. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with what I've done. I'm pretty tired and it's hot, and the smells that have come off some of the stuff that I've picked up are just horrific. Oh, it's such a beautiful afternoon. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. I've had some odd looks, but I knew that that was going to happen. People aren't used to seeing others be responsible, so yeah, I'm going to nip up to the pub and see if they can help, and then head home.